And how's it going, guys? We have the pleasure of going into another tutorial with VFX master Nick Khoo. It is still Creative Week, and boy do we have some stuff planned for you today. This week he is committed to one VFX tutorial every single day, which is crazy. Today, Nick's going to be telling you about the fundamentals of sound design. But first, of course, we're going to talk about Envato Elements. If you're watching this video, you're probably a video editor, and Envato Elements is a video editor's dream. It's a subscription service that gives you unlimited downloads of the most incredible stock footage, like cloud and fog overlays, aerial footage, fire, lightning. They also have incredible VFX packs, Premiere and After Effects templates, sound effects, royalty-free music, and literally anything you could ever want as a video editor. Just by clicking the link below, you will automatically get a free first month. You'll see that coupon for the free first month at the very end after you've finished signing up. And that's it. I use Elements literally in some regard every day. Nick, the floor is yours.
G'day guys, welcome back for another exciting tutorial. Now this one's going to be a little bit different from the other ones during the week. It's going to be more of a kind of a deep dive into sound design. Well, I would say deep dive for me, but probably just a shallow dive for a lot of the more experienced sound engineers out there. But from a video point of view, I just want you guys to understand that there's one thing that really separates, in my opinion, the good from the bad in a lot of videos, and that's something that unfortunately I think a lot of video people do forget, is sound design. Now, sound design is something that I feel like a lot of video editors don't pay enough attention to, but I feel without it, it doesn't really do your video any justice. It actually brings the quality of your video down if your sound is no good. If you put two videos side by side and one has great audio but average pictures, but one has great pictures but average audio, I reckon every single time the person who has the better audio will win out. And I know that sounds very counterintuitive, but sound is more immersive in my opinion than good pictures. So I want you guys to make sure you pay attention to these things. Now I've got a couple of examples here of some things that I put together. Now I'm just going to show you a version of this little movie that I put together with a lot of stock elements from Envato. Now if you want to download the elements with your free trial, you can try this out yourself. Now I'm just going to play this clip without any music, and just so you can get a kind of an idea of what the vibe of this is. The quality of what this film looks like without any sound whatsoever. And it's going to be very bland, but I'll just sort of talk you through it. So we've got this first little forest shot. There's no connection to this whatsoever. I mean, they are pretty pictures. No, don't get me wrong. I mean, they look nice, and you know, you can kind of have these like sweeping vistas, but when you look at this stuff, there's nothing really to talk about apart from the fact that it's just like, oh yeah, it looks like stock footage, which is very, which is fine, right? But look, let's try this one more time, but we're going to put the soundtrack in so you can kind of see the difference in the impact of how this clip kind of goes together with music. Now, I know a lot of you out there know how important music is to kind of setting the scene, but we're not 100% there. Now, that was like, that's way more emotional than what we had before. And this is sort of demonstrating the point that you need to pay attention to your soundtrack. You need to pay attention to your sound design, because regardless of what you think, sound is super important to bring the emotion out of the audience and into their minds, and into their hearts. So now let's have a look at this again, but this time we're just going to look at it with just this. I'm going to put some sound effects that I added here just to kind of help you understand that the sound pulls you into the space, right? So I'm just putting some like ambient sounds here that I've just sort of grabbed from Envato just to kind of help you demonstrate the point. All right, get the picture? You can already feel like the sound is actually pulling you into the space. It's no longer just flat images on a screen. It's actually immersing you in the experience. So now let's combine that with the music that we just picked. And let's have a look at how much more immersive this is when you actually do basically put sound design in with the music. Right, so there you go. You kind of see how that kind of works, right? So I want you guys to understand, sound design is super important across everything that you do. I don't want you to skimp out on this. I mean, it changes the whole dynamic of everything. I mean, I did a corporate version of this just so you can understand what happens when you just change the music just a little bit. We've gone from a really somber thing. I haven't changed the shots at all, but change the music and the way you cut it to the music, completely different vibe. Watch this. Let's do this one more time, but we do it with a completely different kind of style of track, just so you understand what I'm saying one more time. And there you go. Basically, this is why I'm trying to tell you guys, sound design, super important to everything you do. And it is the number one thing that will bring the quality of all your stuff up from a really basic level, really bringing your stuff to life. That's all I pretty much wanted to say today. I want to see what you guys come up with. Experiment with some sound effects. Show me what you guys have got. And if you want to check out everything that's happening with me on the socials, you can go to nickbenku_motion and check out all the fun stuff that I'm putting up there. You can ask me questions or you send me a message. I will answer. Anyway, guys, thanks for listening and I'll see you next time.
All right, guys, and it's a wrap with Creative Week with Nick Khoo. Every day this week, Nick has put out an incredible VFX tutorial. Stay tuned for so many more incredible tutorials with Nick. Please make sure to follow him on Instagram at nickbenkumotion. Thanks so much for watching the video, guys. I actually have 2 additional videos that you've got to watch. And remember to get your free month of Envato Elements by clicking the link below in the description. And lastly, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Thanks so much for watching, guys. And as always, remember to keep it chill.